Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I'm here with a request video for rosettes again. I do have a ton of other videos on rosettes, but rosettes still are thorns in people's side. As you can hear, I am a little, a lot of it under the weather, so we're gonna do our best. It's my normal sinuses and all that, you know. So I'm going to make two at the same time because I need two of them. So I'm going to make mine 1 inch by 12 inches. So because I'm doing two, I'm going to cut my paper 2 inches by 12 inches. Okay. You are going to need your hot glue, your safety mat, your safety spatula, or whatever you have to make sure your hands do not touch the hot glue. Be safe. Be mindful. Hot glue will burn you. So be safe. Okay. You're going to need some sort of circle. I just use a 3/4 inch circle because that's just the size I like. It doesn't matter what color or what paper it comes from, because you're not going to see it. So I'm just going to punch it out of the scrap. And because I'm doing two rosettes, I'm going to need 4. So you need 2 circles per rosette that you're doing. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I did a lot of them. All right. Anyway. All right. So if you're only doing one, then just do 1 inch by 12. If you're doing multiple, just cut that many inches. So like if you're doing 5 rosettes, do 5 inches by 12. It's that easy. All right. So we're going to put it in our scoreboard. I know I'm usually a paper trimmer girl, but scoreboard's easier for this. And you're going to go ahead and score it at every 1/4 inch. So 1/4, half, 3/4, 1, 1/4, half, 3/4, 2, 1/4, half, 3/4, 3, 1/4, half, 3/4, 4, 1/4, half, 3/4, 5, 1/4, half, 3/4, 6, 1/4, half, 3/4, 7, 1/4, half, 3/4, 8, 1/4, half, 3/4, 9, 1/4, half, 3/4, 10, 1/4, half, 3/4, 11, 1/4, half, 3/4. Okay, there you go. Done with your scoreboard. Alright. So now what you're going to do is cut your paper to however many inches. So mine, there's 2 of them, so I need to cut it at 1 inch. Like if you have, you know, you're making 5 of them, and you cut 5 inches, you need to cut at 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have these 1 by 12s. The reason why I do that is because I don't want to be scoring each one of these individually. So if you just cut, you know, as many as you need first, you're good to go. Okay, so now what you're going to do, it don't matter what side you start at, just mountain, valley, mountain, and valley, all the way to the end. If you scored hard enough, it should just automatically do it itself. You see how it's just easily folding in? As long as you just keep mountain and valley, mountain and valley. Okay. Oh, that one what did I do here? I missed scored on that one. Which is fine, because all you need to do is put it back in your scoreboard and score it correctly. There we go. I don't know how I skipped a number, but I did. So that means it's going to be on this one too. I don't know what I did. can make your the pieces in between, you can make them bigger, like where I did 1/4 inch, you can do 1/2 inch, that'll make your rosette bigger. It's really up to you. I just prefer the 1/4 inch. And then they come out looking like this. Alright, so now what I'm doing is making sure my accordion fold or concertina is nice and crisp. So how you just do that is just, here you go, push it all together and then just push your sides. Okay, now we need to get it together. So because this was 12 inches, both of my pieces are mountains and I need to have a valley and a mountain. So I'm just going to cut off one of these little 1/4 inch sections. So that way, see, this is a valley fold and your other side is a mountain fold. And the only reason why I do that is so that way you don't see the seam. Alright, you're going to take your hot glue and you're going to be extremely careful. You're going to put hot glue on one side and glue it to your mountain fold. Make sure you don't glue it closed. Okay, here we go. And then again, I'm just going to try to make those creases a little bit crisp. And you're just going to try to tray your paper. I just like to hold it like this and push in the center. That's it. Push in. That's it. So now what you're going to do, very carefully with your hot glue, put a little bit of hot glue on your silicone mat or your protective surface, and you're going to push your rosette over the top of the glue. Just like that. See how my hands are nowhere near that glue? You're going to let it set. If you have a little spatula thing, you know, you can hold it if you want to, or whatever. Just kind of keep it in the shape that you want. And once that hot glue has cured a little bit, you can move your hand, and then you're going to very carefully add your center dot. That just kind of holds it in place and makes it look a little nicer, a little finished. Okay. See how my hands never touch the hot glue. Now you're going to take it off your mat, and you see you have a perfect circle on the back, and you're just going to cover that. I mean, this step is optional, obviously, but I just like how it looks when it's finished on both sides. And my circle is not exactly in the center. I just wanted to cover up that hot glue as opposed to making my circle perfect, because the hot glue just looked ugly. So that's it. Okay. You're gonna do the same thing. Usually with my rosettes, I have to cut off 1/4 inch on every single one, no matter what size I make it. So just keep that in mind. Okay, and then again, see how quick it goes, because I scored it nicely. Just mountain and valley, mountain and valley. Just keep going. And then pull them tight together. Pinch. Keep pulling. And this is pretty thick paper. This is a Carnivella Echo Park. So it's pretty thick. Thinner papers are a little easier to work with, but this is the paper collection I picked. And sometimes it'll do all that. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Oh, this one I didn't have to do it. Oh wait, yeah, I did. Okay, here we go. And you'll see when you do it up close what I'm talking about with the seam. There's just really no way to explain that. You'll just see it. And if you don't like the way your seam looks, like I don't like this one because I glued it closed by accident, that's when you take your little banners and you cover it up. Okay? No one needs to know your seam was off. Just take a banner and cover it up. Alright, so let's do this again. Train our paper. Okay. Hot glue a little bit in the center. Hands away from the glue. And push that down into the glue and push it up. Usually when I have a lot like that and I push it up, I just add my circle. No extra glue needed. Just kind of ruffle it how you want. Let it cool. It wasn't cool all the way, so you're going to get these strings. That's fine. And if you notice inside your circle is hollow, just add more glue. And your circle. That's it, guys. Rosettes are pretty easy once you get the hang of it. So I have this tutorial, probably 5 or 6 other videos of the exact same thing because this is how I make rosettes. There are dies that you can do that will perforate it for you and have fancy edges, but this is what I do. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.